let's get started with the next chapter. And chapter 14, chapter 24th, actually, correction. First half of 2001. New Year's Eve, Erica and Michael drove to Chucky's parents' home. After Erica put her overnight bag in Chucky's old room, and Michael put his overnight bag in one of the other guest rooms, they put their old aprons on, went to the kitchen to help prepare the traditional Japanese New Year's meal. It was a lot of hard work. However, once everything was prepared, they went to the living room to talk about the events of the past year. They talked about their plans for the new year. Since the studio was less restrictive in what the cast can and cannot say, Chiaki cut to the chase. Past year was hard. On Chiaki, with the cancellation of their most important surgery, they had to make a lot of adjustments. After the second surgery, they needed help recovering, so they enlisted the help of Pedar's clinic. Much to their relief, they have not only made a full recovery, but recovery happened quickly. As a result, they're ready to start a new chapter of their life. The day after New Year's, they will go to the City Hall to sign their domestic partnership form. This past year has brought a lot of improvements as well. With Erica's connections with the studio, they were able to start their own cooking show at the local television station. When Erica proposed the film about Kitsune, at first they didn't want another job on their plate. However, they felt the obligation to help Erica in the studio. Much to everyone's surprise, this film was what everyone needed. It's made over $5 million, and interest in the film continues to increase. As a result, they're looking to buy a plot of land and build a gated community with 4, possibly 5 homes. They're also looking into adding a community garden in the center. Also later that year, they will complete their certification to become a personal trainer, so they will work at the fitness center part-time. After everyone congratulated them, happy couple, Chucky asked Erica to be next. Erica was not prepared. However, she said that she's grateful for everyone's help, starting with Peodar. Without him, she doesn't know how different her life would have been at that point. As a result, she would like to pay it forward, help as many people as she can. Until she has a clear path, she will continue with her studies, help the clinic and studio in any way she can. Most importantly, she will continue to nurture all of her friendships. When Erica looked at Chiaki handed the baton to Michael. Michael thanked Erica for being exactly the person he needed. Through Erica, he was able to reconnect with Chiaki and her family. And through Chiaki, she was able to get his foot in the door to the clinic and the studio. After he gave him suggestions for improvement, they have offered to help him connect with other small businesses in San Francisco. As a result, he will spend the summer in San Francisco. After the rest of the Chucky's family talked about the events of the previous year and plans for the new year, they went to the dining room to start celebrating. At this time, they used this time to get to know each other better. The next day, they went to City Hall to witness Alex and Chiaki sign the domestic partnership form. After they congratulated the happy couple, Michael drove Erica to the fitness center. While Michael went to the fitness center to see how things were going, Erica went to the clinic to go over income taxes for the previous fiscal year. Since they canceled Erica's trip to Japan on the prior year, they will have her go there this summer. After they went over the details of the trip, Pedro told her that he'll make and pay for her travel expenses. As a result, she's only to patronize businesses that will give her a receipt so he can report on the clinic's income taxes after she nodded they concluded the business meeting. Next, Michael took Erica to the studio. Michael talked with Jonathan and Maria. Erica talked with the studio's accountant. The accountant cut to the chase. Chiaki's film about Kitsune is exactly what the studio has been needing over the past decade. Both Jonathan and Maria are now executive producers. As a result, Jonathan will be taking a much-needed vacation this summer. After he returns, he'll be open to suggestions for the studio's next big project. She nodded. Then they haggled over how much Erica should get, since the film was completely Erica's idea. Erica said that she only needs enough to pay for university tuition and living expenses. The accountant said that they need to close their books. As a result, they will have the lawyer walk them through the process of making a trust fund in her name. Should anything change around her name or her marital status, she must communicate it with the accountant. She nodded. The accountant concluded by saying that she's now the office manager. With the success of the latest film, they will hire more people. There will be more changes. As a result, actually, unlike the word changes, improvements. As a result, since Erica doesn't want additional money for a contribution, they would double her salary effective this summer. Then they agreed to meet in late March, April to go over income tax for the previous calendar year. With that, they conclude the meeting. Michael's meeting with Jonathan and Maria also concluded, so they drove back to Santa Clara. Since Michael knew that Erica won't start a new conversation, he told her that he is grateful that she's using her own power to get through the university. She was stunned because she had completely forgotten that he had also gone to Cal Poly by himself, went through college by working odd jobs, paying his own way. He admitted that he could have used his family's money, taken the easy way out. However, he wouldn't have appreciated the success that he's experiencing today. She nodded. At this time, he carefully told her to never hesitate whenever she needed help. It's obvious that she cannot do this alone. She hesitated, however, she realized that he is telling the truth. She thanked him and promised to let him know whenever she needs help. He nodded. On their way back to Santa Clara, they went to the grocery shopping together. They made sure to set aside time every Saturday to run errands together. Then they went to their separate ways. Erica quickly got her overnight bag back to her room. Next, she went to the property management office to resume data entry. Much to her surprise, the property manager gave her a stack of papers that needed to go into each of the mailboxes. They were going to sell this apartment because it is too old to renovate. As a result, they have already bought a plot of land about a mile away. The property will be divided into 5 separate apartments. Each unit will have 2 floors with solar panels on the roof. Each floor will have 5 single rooms with a shared kitchen, dining room, living room, bath, and laundry room. In the laundry room will have 2 washing machines and 2 dryers. Each unit will have 10 parking spots in front of it. In the center of the property will be the new property management office. The mailboxes will be set up similar to a post office. From the inside, the manager assistant will be able to put mail into the respective boxes without having to use the universal key. To help facilitate this change, Agnes will be in the property management office every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. until everyone is situated. At this time, the property manager asked Erica what questions she has. Erica said that although Agnes set it up where she doesn't have to pay rent, she would like to do so. Even if Agnes refuses, she would like to help someone who needs to live off campus but cannot afford to do so. And he said that he'll talk to Agnes and she can talk to Agnes that Saturday. After he excused himself, Erica resumed data entry, made birthday cards for people who have a birthday in January, except her own self. Then she used her universal key, because they're still in the old apartment, to put mail in each person's mailbox. That Saturday, Erica and the property manager spent most of the day fielding questions, giving existing tenants the first dibs on which apartment they would like to live in. Not surprisingly, most people want the bottom floor. Devin, Yennefer, and Michael want to be in the same apartment as Erica. The property Okay, where did I leave off? Darn it, I forgot where I left off. Okay, so let me go. Let's start with this paragraph right here. So that Saturday, Erica and the property manager spent most of the day fielding questions and giving existing tenants first tips on which apartment they would like to live in. Not surprisingly, most people wanted the bottom floor. When Devin, Yennefer, and Michael wanted to be in the same apartment as Erica, the property manager let Erica decide who her housemates will be. Erica told the property manager that she would be thrilled to have them as her new housemates. However, with one room vacant, it will be very difficult for the 5th person who will be assigned to their floor. The reason is the fact that all 4 of them know each other for a year by then. Even if the right person is chosen, they will feel the odd man out. The property manager thought about it, said that they will talk with their lawyer to make sure they don't discriminate, but at the same time make sure the right person is chosen. With that, Erica approved having them be her new housemate. Needless to say, they were thrilled. When Agnes showed up, Erica was about to talk. Instead, Agnes cut to the chase, told Erica she would have the new rental agreement for her to sign that summer. Erica thanked her for all of her help, and then she agreed to sign a new agreement at that time. So on Sunday after services, they drove to the location of the new apartment. Although it was Sunday, they could see construction workers hard at work to make certain the apartments would be ready in time for move-in that summer. The next day, classes resumed for the private university. First, they drove to the public university. At the records office, she picked up 2 copies of her transcripts. She opened one of them, saw her grade. She passed all the classes with an A. Next, she drove to the private university. After her last class, she went to the records office. After she turned in one of her unopened envelopes of transcripts, she picked up 2 copies of her transcripts from that university. After she opened one of them, she saw that she got all A's except for one. She got an A plus for a playwriting class. When she went to the professor proposed having her produce that play for the spring lineup. After Erica said that she would be honored, they went over a timeline of tasks that Erica must complete to make it so. After meeting with the professor, she went back to the public university, dropped off her unopened envelope from the public university, unopened transcript. Granted, she could have asked each university to just send over the transcripts on her behalf. However, she needed to make sure that each university got the other university's transcripts. When she got back to her apartment, she was under the weather. All of a sudden, she realized that she forgot to get her flu shot. First thing next morning, she went to the University Student Health Center to get a belated flu shot. Fortunately, she felt much better within a few days. After returning to her apartment, she made a mental note to get her next flu shot that October. On her birthday, she opened her kitchen cabinet to find her money card. She wasn't surprised that it was from Michael. However, when she opened it, she was happy to find a gift card good to toward any Sanrio store. As a result, she planned to go to the one in San Francisco. That store no longer exists in San Francisco. I know so many businesses no longer exist. It's so sad. So that's spring break. She went to the studio to get her income taxes done. She made sure to bring the previous income tax documents with her. It was a bit more complicated because she had royalties from both clinic and studio. However, once the accountant walked her through the process, she felt confident she could do the following year's taxes on her own. On her way back to Santa Clara, she went to the Sanrio store to buy some stuff: gel pens, stationery, accessories, home goods. Also, when she stopped by the Murphy department store, she saw that the period underwear was out of stock. When she asked to speak with property manager, she suggested that they also add washable diapers and postpartum underwear as well. Next door, she saw a haircut salon, so she went to get a haircut. When early May arrived, her play had its premiere at the private university. At the same time, she got the go-ahead to film it on VHS tapes and DVDs so she can show it to her family in Japan. Alex, Chucky, and Michael also attended the premiere. Much to her relief, everything went smoothly. And watching their reactions, she got the inspiration for her next play, networking. She made sure to use different names and change identifying features. For example, since she knew her entire family in Japan is homophobic, she made the fact that some of her characters are gay. She also made certain to change the clinic to a company that helps high school students get into the right university. In terms of studio, she changed it to a property management company where people get paid to share ideas, a project management company to share ideas that would turn into a major moneymaker. In mid-May, she had her final exams at the public university. In mid-June, she had her final exams at the private university. Before the bookstore closed, she bought her first iMac laptop computer. Her current computer is a Power Mac. It's a desktop, and that is too large to carry onto a plane. With her first laptop, she'll be able to work on the next play while she's in Japan. After she ordered transcript to be sent to the other university on her behalf, she had them mail her a copy to the clinic's address. It will take about 6 to 8 weeks. She got the results of her classes. She passed all of them, much to her relief. After she notified various government agencies of her new address in Santa Clara, she mailed out postcards to Chucky and Michael's parents of her new address. Granted, they probably already know since Chucky and Michael kept lines of communication going. However, this was more of a formality than anything else. Then she and Michael packed all of their belongings. Michael got special permission from the clinic to access their apartment so she doesn't have to commute to from Santa Clara. After everything was packed, in their respective cars, they drove to the clinic to spend the summer in San Francisco. When they went up to the upstairs apartment, they saw that it has 5 individual rooms with a private bath in each. The kitchen and dining room is shared, so it's less intense than the old apartment where 20 people live on the entire floor. Also, they appreciate the fact that they didn't need to set up cleaning schedules since everyone's on the same page. The only downside is the fact that the laundry room is downstairs and they share it with the fitness center. The morning after Erica and Michael moved into the apartment, she was feeling a little off. As soon as she opened her door, a familiar cat ran to her room. Shannon immediately checked Erica out. and also felt the same way. After they ate breakfast together, Shannon resumed Japanese acupuncture treatment. Michael was intrigued, asked if he can shadow Shannon. Much to her relief, she nodded. During the entire treatment, Callie, the calico cat, stayed by Erica's side. Shannon's husband, Elmo, the clinic's asthma and allergy specialist, said that he'll order lab work done first thing Monday morning. On Monday morning, Shannon scheduled Erica to have weekly treatments at the clinic, and Erica got up as earlier than usual to get the blood work done. Pedro also scheduled an MRI imaging as well. Fortunately, the result did not show anything significant. However, Pedro told Erica to let him know if there are any changes. She nodded. The summer was especially busy. During the week, Erica was busy working at the clinic and studio. When she resumed working at the clinic, she went to the gift shop that is located in the front lobby area. There, she saw some boxes of Tokhon, transdermal patches with pain medicine, with a disclaimer in case it doesn't work for the patients. On weekends, Erica and Michael attended various events, services in San Francisco. For example, about an hour on Saturdays, they went to the Adaptive Fitness Center's clients. By then, Chucky's a certified personal trainer, so she started them on the personalized exercise program. On Sundays, they went to local Buddhist temple for services with Pedro and Kim. Since by that time, Chucky's family is in England for the summer, so they used Chucky's cookbook to help them make their daily dinner. So, after each dinner, she resumed working on the next play. As the summer wore on, it became easier and easier to write the play. There were times when she woke up in the middle of the night with additional inspiration to write more. She also kept up with her piano lessons, even came up with a song to go with her play. For the rest of June, they attended pride events throughout the Bay Area. At this time, Erica observed what aspects of Michael are gay, which one are straight. This is exactly the information that she needed. In July, Erica prepared to go to Japan for the final week in July through the first week of August. By the time she was ready to go to Japan, he gained some more weight, was able to lift and carry her easily. So, any questions, comments, constructive criticisms, leave them in the box below. Ask you for clarification, and I shall see you next time. Take care.